He cuts the lead to 2. With Mitchell. Nice match up, Mitchell and Lee. Nice cut to the basket from Chichanze. Magic pass. A 3-pointer like practice for Amara. Not convert. Lee with Naif. Naif is very active. They missed him also. Qatar is missing, of course, Abdul Hader Diop, who is also in a 2-month absence due to a surgery in his hand. And they lost Justin Tuyo, their starting center. So it's a process for Qatar Club. They try to find their way, changing the players, having to cover for the absence. For Coach Fotis Takianos and his assistants, Said Mubarak, Coach Asaf and Coach Giorgos Dimos. It's a process. For Al Shamal, Daniel, who played in the previous game, he's in the stands, and Chichanze took his place. Ahmed attacks. The pass on the weak side. The friendly bounce doesn't go in. And the basket from Faris Abdic with the 2-point guards. This is how it looks easier for Shamal to play. This is how they started the season. Naif for 3. He cannot make it. Don't forget that the rims are different, so it will take some time to use them, used to them. George, screen, and he will make it, and it's 12-5. It's a 7-0 run for Shamal. They are playing their best right now. Lee tries to respond, in and out. Chante tries to run his team. Berisvili, the rebound for post. Ahmed will take the ball and he'll pass. Amara disrupts the pick and roll. Bracy tried to break the pick and roll with the big guy. What Al Shamal is doing is trying to take a big lead early. Post, passes Amara. Nice move from the Canadian. The foul from Ahmed Abdallah. It's 7-12. Shamal up, 5 and 50 seconds till the end. Amara, Chichanze, who took his 1 game off with the load management. Very difficult shot, but he will score over Mohamed Fakra, or Naif, as we know him. Post over Amara. He cannot make it. The rebound for Berisvili. Excellent job for Shamal. Smart disruption from Mohamed Naif. Mitchell. Amara. They give him the shot. He made the first one. 1 for 3 for Amara. Kevin Bracy. Naif tries to post Chichanze. Attacks him. He expected more resistance, so he made it difficult. He made it more difficult than it was. Chichanze. The screen. Chance the pick and pop. 2-4-4 for Amara. 8-16. Qatar club elects choose to let him shoot, and the veteran, one of the best big man shooters in Asia, he has 2 out of 4 in his mid-range and long-range shots. Gives a 9-point lead to SHAMAL, 16-7. Let's see also the scoring in total, since we are in the first part of the game. The scoring and the statistics come from our statistic team with George, Kevin Luna, with Benji Revelo, Mohamed Salah, and with them you can see also the referee supervisor, the legendary Peter Sudek. Strong team from Qatar Basketball Federation. Of course, very strong team in our media department, bringing you live streaming these games and bringing you closer to Qatar Basketball League, one of the strongest leagues in Asia, and with excellent top referees, top coaches, and excellent players. Hopefully, you enjoy as we do, all the games in our league. 2019-2020, we're watching Qatar versus SHAMAL. SHAMAL with red, the defending champions. Qatar finished 3 the last 3 years. With Said Mubarak and the previous coach, Panos Yanaras, they built a team that returned, brought again Qatar club after more than 10 years to the top teams. And now they continue with coach Takianos, also from Greece. They try to rebuild their team, since with Mohamed Youssef, it was clear the leader of the team, Yusuf Mudgarafa. Now Qatar club tries to find other ways to stay competitive. Nice ball inside, nice ball movement, and the big basket from Kevin Bracey. Excellent basket from Qatar club. They had a big victory. They beat Arab in the first round, and afterwards they had 3 injuries: Justin Tuyo, Mohamed Fakra, and of course Abdul Hader Diop. For some reason, Qatar club continues to give the 3-point to the player who is unstoppable from 3-point line if you give him the shot. Amara is past his prime, but he's still a great shooter. Lee replies. Coach Takianos explains to Post that he needs to follow Amara. Let's see if the Canadian will do it. So far, he hasn't done. The foul from Berisvili. It's like pick your poison for Qatar club. They are shorter, much shorter. So with Amara out, with Post following Amara, then Berisvili will have an advantage over Ahmed Abdallah. Berisvili is 2 meters 3. Abdallah is 191. It's a big difference for the Georgian small forward or forward in total. (13-21). The defense of Qatar club is not working the last games and continues like this. The foul from Berisvili, which is his first, I think, yes. 2 fouls for each team. The live stream is brought to you from Qatar Basketball Federation in an effort to expand our horizons and to bring more people close to this top-level league. Lee will make it the second, cuts the lead to 6. Berisvili. The ball movement. Chance attacks Naif. Faris for 3. No, the rebound will go for Amara, who is there beating everybody. Amara is doing a party. 2006, the best big man with Yassin Musa in Asia, behind Yao Ming. And after 14 years, he can still dominate like he does today against Qatar club. Has 8 points. Lee, the defense from Mitchell and 2 free throws. Lee will make the free throw. He has 6 points. And now 7. Qatar with their offense tries to stay close to SHAMAL, but their defense is not working at all. Chance, Perisvili saves the pass. The double screen for the Georgian point guard over Naif. The rebound this time, good block out from Ahmed Abdallah on Faris and Lee against Mitchell. Lee, Naif, the three-pointer, he's free, airball. And Mitchell will run. And one for Mitchell, one-man fast break. This is what he's all about. His intensity on defense, and in every game he can give to his team more than 8 points from fast breaks out of 0. You saw for the defensive rebound, he turned defense to offense by himself. Very bad defensive transition for Qatar club. They have 26 points for SHAMAL in 1:45 to go. It's a huge number for even for the champions. Kevin Bracey, Ahmed Abdallah, Naif. They give him the shoot. Then he made one. Lee, now the defense of SHAMAL attacks. They try to take the ball out of his hands. Ahmed, the steal from Beritsvili, and now another effort fast break. Naif steals the ball, and Lee will take it. Lee sees an opening, the foul from end one. This is what the referee saw, and the technical on Georgi Chanze. Coach Hassad is complaining to his player. He should be more careful. Point guard with a huge career in Europe. Even he played EuroLeague. And of course, he's the point guard for a Georgia national team for the last 15 years. So 2 free throws. One of the first was the technical, and the second is the foul for Georgi Chanze, who has suddenly 2 fouls. Lee, good score. Coach Hassad doesn't want his players to get carried away. The SHAMAL bench is not as big today, missing Mir Mujic, who had a sprained ankle in the last winning possession for him against Al Sadd. He makes the free throw. He made the free throw that gave his team the advantage. Post, nice play within Post and Lee. Amara asks for not forgiveness, but you understand. It was his mistake, as he said. Ahmed, excellent rebounding against Faris. Qatar club is coming back with a 6-0 run. Their offense is working, and but not without turnovers. Mitchell and another unsportsmanlike foul since Naif didn't went for the ball. Qatar club was close to make it even, and now SHAMAL will have the chance to take a more than 5-point lead. If Mitchell will score the free throw, Mitchell is a 68% free throw shooter. 1 for 2. Mitchell is giving intensity, defense, scoring, and helps a lot George Chichanze not to carry the load all by himself in 40 minutes. Chichanze sees his clock. Both teams over the foul limit. Chichanze, the move, the rebound for Lee. 15 seconds, all for Qatar Club, who in this sequence of sportsmanlike foul only saw 1 point from SHAMAL. Lee, the corner three-pointer for Naif, and he will score 26-27. And we have a game again. Excellent offensive game, not much of defense, but this can be an important part of a basketball game. There is offense, which is a little bit more that we like, and then there is defense. So even if Qatar Club until now didn't play their best defense, they had in the last 2 minutes, they scored 9 points, and with a 9-1 run, they came back, and 26-27, 11 points from Lee, 5 for Mohammed Naif Fakira, as you'll see in the statistics. It's a very interesting game, and as we expected from both SHAMAL and Qatar Club, let's see the numbers of those teams and how they will guide us through this game. We understand with Chichanze is a totally different game for SHAMAL rather than the one we saw with Lenny Daniel. It's a big guy. Chichanze creates more than 75% of the shots for his teammates. So it's not easy to jump from one for another, but this is the preparation. SHAMAL has done an excellent work in the months prior to this season, keeping them together and try to insert Coach Hassad his system, playing either with Mitchell or with Daniel, who started the season injured. For Qatar Club, the loss of Mohamed Youssef is crucial, 100%, and also changing the coach that they had for 3 years, and the coach with who changed the course of this team with Said Mubarak. It was and bringing somebody new from Europe had its needed time to change, needed time to adapt, to adjust. And when the team started to find their pace and they were winning, they started excellent this season. They had 3 major blows with injuries, and this is something that they tried to recover. Now they had good games, but they are not winning, and therefore they try to be more effective today against SHAMAL. It's a 27-26 game. Full offense for both teams. Khalid Al-Hebabi will give the ball to Ahmed Al-Abdallah. Qatar Club in the first possession. Lee over Amara, end one for Lee. This is how Coach Takianos is adjusting now the game over Amara. They try to attack him. Amara is not in his prime, as we said. He was effective on offense, but they tried to attack on his defense, giving Qatar Club the lead. They were down by 9. Now they're up by 2, with Lee unstoppable with 14 points. Faris misses the drive, and now they will need him to score. Kevin Bracey for 3. Faris is running. Mitchell, Berisvili over Bracey. Faris tried for the offensive rebound, but good job for both for Naif and Ahmed Abdallah. Lee, the screen with post. Nice defense this time for Amara. He keeps him out of the painted area. Naif attacks and traveling. The two referees want to discuss it because referee there is a discussion because there were two calls. Nabil Al-Somali, I think he showed foul, defensive foul, and Khalid Al-Hibabi showed traveling. And after the excellent communication between the three referees, it went to the first call, which were the traveling from Mohamed Naif to Chance. Nice pass inside for Aaron Mitchell. When SHAMAL attacks early, the defense of Qatar club so far cannot respond. What Qatar changed is that they stopped the early offense from the champions, and this is what gave them also the chance to recover and played better in offense. Kevin Brace against Faris Avdic. Kevin Bracey cannot score. The bounce, it's not friendly in these rims. Players need to adjust. Berisvili tries to score. No, the rebound from Keanu Post. And Qatar club will have the possession. Lee, there is a heads from Amara. Post is not a threat far from the basket. Ahmed is and proves it. Gives a 3-point lead to Qatar. This time, as you saw, the ball bounced on the rim and it fell in. Aaron Mitchell, Faris Abdic from the corner for 3. Cannot reply. Rebound from Lee at the end. Another good interference from Amara with his legs. Faris goes to the bench. He hasn't scored, so Coach Hassad inserts Abdul Kosar for his 3-pointing. Lee, difficult shot, but he will make it. He's unstoppable with 16 points. 10 for SHAMAL has Amara, number 15. Three-pointer. Again for Amara. He goes to 13 points. Bracey, the rebound from Keanu Post. Post over Amara, the defense from strong Amara Salem. And now Chichance has the chance, but he missed it. The foul from Lee. No, the foul is from, it's offensive foul, sorry, from Berisvili, number 17, which is his second foul. Lee with Mitchell. Mitchell so far, the defense of SHAMAL is difficult to contain. Lee, since in the switch, they elect to go with Amara. Bracey and Post is there over Aaron Mitchell, of course, the 2 meters 10 Keanu Post. Good defensive transition for this time. A little lack also because Berisvili lost the ball. Bracey, one against everybody. He missed the layup. He went very easy against shorter players, and now Berisvili will try to punish or Chichance. Georgian communication, and this is basketball. a 6-point game just turned to 1. This is the Qatar League. You cannot miss your chance. You cannot miss your easy baskets. Knife for 2. Rebound from post, and he will finish with soft hand. It's difficult for Amara, who was out there covering the pick and roll, to return for the defensive rebound. Chichanze, 2 screens on top. He prefers to pass to Mitchell, and Mitchell will make it. It was not the best option since Chichanze had the layup, but Mitchell is a very good spot shooter. Keanu post with Amara. He rolls over the big body of Amara. Cannot make it. There is Berosvili, same height with Bracy. Mitchell on the weak side for Kosar. Nice move from Chichanze, and also Amara cannot make it. And now Lee, 4 against 3. Ahmed, who is the shooter of Qatar Club, sends the lead again to 4. Excellent basketball for Qatar Club. They control this quarter and they're up by 4, 42-38. With Jonathan Lee always being their top scorer, 16. Bracy, who had 36 points in the previous encounter, now he has only 3. But what the team of Coach Takianos is doing, they're getting points from all over. 9 points from Keanu Post, 8 points from Ahmed Abdallah, the shooter of the team, with 3 3-pointers, and with 2 3-pointers and 1 2-pointer, and 5 points from Mohamed Fakra, Naif. This tells the story for Qatar Club so far. They are not battling only, they are ahead with 4 points versus the champions. SHAMAL has to adjust with the absence of Emir Mujkic, their top scorer and rebounder in the previous game against Al Sadd, who went to the last free throw, which Emir Mujkic scored, and he got injured in the previous possession. So now Amara has done a terrific job in his offense. He has scored 13 points. But what Qatar Club is doing is attacking the defense. They're bringing Amara on the 3-point line, the pick and roll, so there is space for the players to move. Let's see how Coach Hassad will instruct his defense to play. So far, with the insertion of Kosar, he can spread the court on the offense. There's another shooter. But now the question for SHAMAL is defense that has collapsed in the last 6 minutes. It's the last 6 minutes? No, in the last 7 minutes. Coach Takianos is inserting the lineup Badr, Basuliman. Number 4, the Qatari point guard of Qatar Club. He didn't start the season with the team. He started after the 5th game. So he tries also to find his rhythm in a challenging season for Qatar Club. Badr is a good defender on the perimeter and a good ball handler. Berisvili over Bracy. This is exactly what we saw in every game. You give to Isa Berisvili 1 inch, it's over, which exactly was the case. 41, exactly. Lead goes to the weak side. Badr, now he has to shoot, but he doesn't see the clock. This is what they're discussing with Lee. Badr asked him to give him the ball in the previous position when he was free. With the weak side, with his weak side pass, everything went slower for Qatar Club, and SHAMAL can regain the lead if they will score in this possession. Mitchell will go under the screen. Berisvili. Chance. Nice cooperation between the two. In and out. Kosar is there, but he cannot take the rebound. He sends the ball to our stand. Beresvili today has 9 points so far, which says a lot about the Qatar club defense on him. Lee, excellent patience, excellent change of speed. He took all the defense in the three-point line, then attacked, going opposite the screen. Easy basket for Lee, who goes to 18 points. Sar, Amara, Janze. There comes a double team. Pass on the weak side for Kosar. Unbelievable pass. And there is the three-point specialist for SHAMAL. So between Ahmed and Kosar, the two specialists, it's going to be an excellent fight. Gives SHAMAL 1 point lead. Badr is not a three-point specialist. And we told you that he's missing his rhythm. He has been out for more than 5 months. Qatar club with 0 fouls and offensive foul not from Amara. Third foul for him. Faris Afdic will take his place, and which means SHAMAL goes small, can be more agile. But it depends on how hard Faris can play Keanu post. Faris 2 meters, 2 meters 10. Keanu post, and much bigger, and much stronger. But Faris is a relentless defender, so it will be a good fight. Lee, Badr has the shoot. He passes to Ahmed. Good defense from Abdul Qadir Kosar. The steal from Badr. This is what he brings to the table for Qatar club. He can be everywhere where the ball is to try to steal, and he can control the pace. Defense is what Coach Takiadas wants from his team. Quick side pass. Ahmed attacks Mitchell. And this is the friendly bounce of the shooter. Another lead for Qatar club is one time SHAMAL, one time Qatar. Chance. Beresvili. The deflection from Brace is not easy for Beresvili. They look very much alike. They are two long forwards. Both of them 2 meters 3. Beresvili with 9 points. Brace with 2 so far. With 3, sorry. So far, the Georgian is winning. But Qatar is up by 1 point, so Qatar club bench can accept this. There is a small discussion regarding the clock. The clock will be reset to 54. We're watching the instant replay now from our live broadcast, our live streaming, in order to put the clock on the correct time. Let's see. It's also for not only the scoring. We have 3 fouls for SHAMAL, 0 for Qatar club in this possession, in this quarter. So Qatar club, if they chose, but I think they will not. They can give 4 fouls. Faris Avdic for 3. No, airball. He's not in a good shooting night. as we said before, Qatar Club will try not to give those fouls since their bench is not so deep. Every foul counts for a team with small bench. Nice pass from Kianu Post for the cutting Ahmed, who has done a great job going to 12 points, and now Badr is stealing the ball, giving another possession for his Qatar club. The ball inside, Badr is there also to regain the possession. He has 12 seconds. Attacks with a left hand, no. Chanze runs his team. Now they control the ball with the clock. Lee steals the ball, 8 seconds. They do not see the clock and they just throw the ball. This is unbelievable. Lee just regains the possession. Now he sees the clock and the basket counts. A lucky break, but it's a break for Qatar Club. Kevin Bracey didn't saw the clock. He saw it from the mid-court. Lee was there to take the rebound and pass just 1 second before the end of the time, which gives to Qatar Club a lead of 5 points, 49-44. See you in 15 minutes. Stay with us, return to stay with us. It's going to be an exciting second half, exactly as the first half.
French, but that's
That's where it is, huh? Where's my phone? في شارع النبات.
رجع. سويت استلام.
So this interview is in the basketball cafe. Be part of the basketball cafe.
Maybe we can edit with the same programs, but also we can send them for this company and it's good shopping company, and we take.
Right, a new program that would ask the audience to be part of an expert panel. Where you going with that?
French, but that's
That's where it is, huh? Where's my phone? في شارع النبات.
رجع. سويت استلام.
So this interview is in the basketball cafe. Be part of the basketball cafe.
Maybe we can.
Second half is underway. SHAMAL versus Qatar Club. SAMAR with red. They're down by 5, 49-44. SAMAL started hot. They were up by 9, 26-27. Then Qatar Club returned with fixing their defense and scoring. Traveling from Lee. And Qatar Club dominated the game in the second quarter. At the end of the first and all the second quarter, they're up by 5. Attacking the defense of SHAMAL, they have scored 49 points. Let's see how SHAMAL will respond. George Chichanze, the point guard. Nice pass from Kosar, Berisvili. Chichanze with Bader. Chichanze attack Bracy. Faris over Ahmed Abdallah. Excellent ball movement. Mitchell is a good spot shooter. No, he cannot score. Rebound for Lee. Lee, number 1. Number 2, Kevin Bracy. Number 4, Bader Bas Suleiman. Bader is there again. He done a tremendous job with his defense. Like Davis there, who is blocking everybody. The foul. 2 free throws for Mitchell. The sub from Coach Takianos helped a lot. Mohamed Fakra, he did a very good job scoring with Bader Ba Suleiman. Qatar Club solidified their defense. They pressured more George Chichanze, which give a harder time for them to score. 33 for Qatar Club is Kian Post. The free throw for Aaron Mitchell, he missed the first. He is 1 of 3 today. 1 for 4. Bader. The deflection from Kosar, who has scored a 3-pointer. He's a very good defender, very quick hands. Lee with Chichanze. Clear the court. They find the correct angle to pass the ball. Again, they fill the post inside Keanu Post, who is stronger than Faris and taller. And there is Bader, who is just there taking the ball, but Chichanze will save the possession and the basket in the fast break. First basket of the second half for SHAMAL with George Chichanze passing to Kosar, the offensive foul from Post. It is his second foul. This is what the coaching staff of Qatar Club shows to Canadian and to the point guard. The low pass is difficult to catch because Faris is tough defender. He's 2 meters. The national team small forward. He can defend inside also. Chance, a lot of screens. Nice pass on the weak side. And the foul goes against Faris, I think. Number 10. Trying to get the offensive rebound. No, number 8, third foul for George Chichanze. This is the second player with foul trouble for Coach Hassad. First is Amara, the top scorer of his team. Nice cut and the pass inside from post. Excellent basket for Qatar Club. They took their time. 51-46. SHAMAL is missing their last game MVP. But Mitchell is doing the job. And Miromukis, you can see him on the bench with the cap. Qatar Club is missing Abdulkader Diop, who is recovering from a hand injury. Again, they play inside, the double team. And there is a 3-pointer for Bader, and he will make it. We told you, he's not the brand name of the shooter, but he's a player who tries to find his rhythm. He's a solid defender, a ball handler, and can do things on the court. SHAMAL tries to find an opening with Berisvili. The foul from Bader. It is his second. Tuchanze with Bader. Bader fights through the screens. A terrific drive for Tuchanze. He passed on one and looked on the other side, and then Kosari steal the ball from Ahmed. Tuchanze, he had the time and score. Bader wrist and go behind the screens, and then Tuchanze had all the time to continue a 5-0 run for his team. Bracy attacks. It's an offensive foul against Berisvili. That is sub for Ahmed Abdallah will go to the bench. Tuchanze with Bader. 4 fouls for Qatar Club in this quarter. They are over the limit already. They are at the limit. Berisvili over Keanu Post. The rebound. Mitchell saved the ball, but sent the ball to Keanu Post. Naif. Now SHAMAL tries to wake up. Let's see how Qatar Club will respond. And one, they reply with a very smart play from Kevin Bracy. He posted Faris Avdic. Bracy with only 7 points gives a 3-point lead to his Qatar Club. Tuchanze. The steal from Bader, another tremendous defense from the Qatari. Lee puts his body over Mitchell, and the foul will go against SHAMAL. 20, which is Aaron Mitchell. Not in foul trouble. 2, Amara will take the place of Faris Avdic. Faris did a good job trying to post. Tried to stop Keanu Post from the post, but I think right now Coach Hassad wants to have another chance, another option from the 3-point line. And still Amar is the top scorer for SHAMAL with 13 points today. All in the first quarter. Lee goes to 22 points, top scorer of the game. Tuchanze with Bader, who stays in front of him. Tuchanze for 3, no, the rebound from Lee loses the ball, so it's a rebounded turnover. I think our statisticians know already this. So, possession for SHAMAL, 14 seconds, of course. The foul from Lee and free throws for SHAMAL. We can cut the lead to 3. First foul for Lee. Have 15 minutes more to go for the game. It's a 5-point lead for Qatar Club. And this is how it goes from the beginning of the second quarter. Qatar up 2, 3, 4, 5. SHAMAL is staying close. Berisvili will make the first free throw. He has 10 points now. And make the second. He has 11. He scored 42 points against Wakra, 19 against Al Sadd. Kevin Bracey, the deflection from... no, there is no deflection, there was a turnover from Bracey. Mitchell attacks everybody and he takes the offensive rebound. He slaps the ball to Kosar, to Chanje. The foul from Bader, this is his third. And 2 free throws again for SHAMAL. They take advantage that Qatar is over the limit. Chanje will score. Can cut Qatar lead to 1. He does. Lee, 22 points. And Davis, this is the player that they want to see him scoring more. And SHAMAL has the chance to regain the lead with Mitchell running the court, Berisvili. Mitchell wants to attack post. Easy basket, easy drive to the basket, and SHAMAL is up by 1. Running 6-0 run. Lee draws the contact, loses the layup. SHAMAL is controlling the pace. Tichanze, excellent ball movement. Amara attacks, and he will make it, and it's an 8-0 run for Qatar, for SHAMAL. Excellent plays. They regain the 3-point lead. Lee. A double team. 4 seconds. He sees the clock. He will attack Tichanze. There is Amara with a tremendous defense. Berisvili now passes inside. And Mitchell will finish again. 10-0 run, and now the timeout for Coach Takianos. 58-53. It turned to 58-63 with Mitchell killing it from inside, running on the back from Keanu Post. Right now, what SHAMAL is doing is returning the favor to Qatar Club. Qatar Club in the first half attacked the defense of Amara. They attack the defense of Keanu Post, drag him outside, so Mitchell can go inside. He has scored already 7 points in this quarter. Let's see the numbers for both teams. They are very important to see how SHAMAL has regained the lead. They were down by 5. Now they're up by 5 with this 10-0 run. Important part of the game. They didn't allow Qatar Club to go to increase their lead, to go further. They not only stopped Qatar, they took a 5-point lead, putting more pressure to their opponent. And everything comes from defense. The defense of SHAMAL is excellent in the last 3 minutes. The presence of Amara. SHAMAL has 15 points to Tichanze with 7 assists. 15 for Mitchell. 15 for Amara. This is the key for the game for them. 15 with 3 of 6 3-pointers. Berisvili, the top scorer of the team, has 11 points, but has done a great job with 6 rebounds and 4 assists. So let's see how Qatar will respond to this SHAMAL 10-0 run. Sloppy pass. Bracey, who is the guy who is out of the game, and you can see now, offensive foul. He's not helping so far, Qatar Club. Second foul. Bracy, he has 7 points, 3 out of 11. It's difficult also for him since the defense of SHAMAL is pressuring him a lot. Umar Salem looks a little dizzy because he fell down hard. Since the doctor went inside, he has to go to the bench, and Faris Abdic will take his place. Hopefully everything is okay. He looks like he's okay. He exchanged jokes with Said Mubarak of Qatar club. And SHAMAL has the chance to increase their lead. Even with the goalkeeping effort from Badr, the turnover from Berisvili. So far, even with turnovers, SHAMAL is playing great defense, very focused. You see how Faris, number 10, is fighting with Keanu Post. Seven seconds. Naif tries to find an opportunity. He passes inside. Excellent effort from Mohamed Fakra, not Mohamed Naif Fakra. He passed inside. He had the patience. And now Chichanze. And with the switching, Mitchell attacks. He cannot score. There is Lee. Very good defense for Qatar. Lee is taking care of the ball. Immediately the pass goes inside for Kevin Bracy, who is now what his coach wants. He scored in the 2 positions in a row. He went hard to the basket. This is what they expect from their best player. Chichanze, nice run without splitting the defense. This is what he did with his high IQ play. And Lee said, I can do it also. Also a high IQ point guard. He read the defense, he read the weak point, and he attacked. Mitchell tries. Nice pass on the weak side, but Kosar didn't shoot. Berisvili will shoot. The pass goes from Kosar. Lee attacks, waits for Mitchell to went down, and he finishes. Excellent effort. And immediately Coach Hassad calls a timeout. He wants to stop this 6-0 run from Qatar club. He wants to talk it over with his players. Qatar, after the 10-0 run of SHAMAL, they reply with their own 6-0, and they're up by 1. Let's see the team statistics. How we are so far in this 66-65. An extremely close game. Free throws very close. 9-10 for Qatar club. 8-11 for SHAMAL. 2-pointers. 17-34 for Qatar and 15-25 for SHAMAL. And the 3-pointers. 7-16 for Qatar club. 43%, which is excellent. 9-26 for SHAMAL. SHAMAL has shot more 3-pointers than 2-pointers, which is also part of the game. 34%. The rebounds are equal, 28-27. Assists 12-13. So far, Qatar club has taken out the passing game of George Chichanze. He had 16 assists in his last game versus Wakra. And now all the players of SHAMAL have 13, with Chichanze having 7. Turnovers, 11 for Qatar club, 9 for SHAMAL. Also a pretty much normal number. I think also the numbers are giving us the complete picture of this 66-65 Qatar versus SHAMAL game. Another close game for the champions. Badr with Chichanze. Mitchell, they go under the screen. Berisvili, A screen from Faris. Chance has 4 seconds. He sees the clock, but Post doesn't follow him far. It was difficult to score. He wanted his countryman, Misha, to cut inside the basket so he can pass. 33 seconds, 24 of them are for Qatar club. The steal from Mitchell, and Mitchell will score. Excellent defense from Aaron Mitchell. Gives the advantage for SHAMAL, 1 point. Now 14 seconds. Bracy, the double team. Naif, alone from the corner for 3. He scores 69-67. And this is the end of the third quarter. Equal, but Qatar is up by 2. They were up by 5. They went down by 5, and now they're up by 2 with Mohamed Naif, who has given a lot of breathing points. He has 8 so far. He's done a very good job. And for personal numbers, for the Qatar club, who is up by 2, Lee with 22 points, 8 rebounds and 4 assists, 3 turnovers. Brace 11 points, 5 out of 14, and 3 rebounds. Mohamed Naif, Mohamed Fakir, as you'll see him on the statistics, he has 8 points. Ahmed Abdallah, 17 points, a great game for him. And only 1 missed shot, plus 3 rebounds. And Kian Post, 8 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. This is a big number for the big guy. Also, Badr Basuleiman with 3 points and 3 steals. Very crucial so far for the team of Coach Takianos and Coach Said Mubarak for SHAMAL. Chichanze 17 points with 7 assists and 3 turnovers. 3 out of 8 for the 3-point line. Faris Avdic 2 points. Omar Salem, Ramara 15 points with 3 rebounds. Nisa Berisvili 11 points, 1 of 6 3-pointers and 6 rebounds. Aaron Mitchell 17 points, 6-8, 2 points and 2-pointers and 1 2 3-pointers. 2-5 free throw. This is where he's not so stable, because in all other aspects of the game, he is the MVP today for SHAMAL. And Said Kosar with 5 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. This is the points for Coach Hassad and his assistant Coach Ivatin. This is how we have the whole picture. On the end of the bench of SHAMAL, you'll see Emir Muikic with ice on his left ankle. You will not see on the bench of Qatar club Abdulkader Diop, who is also out for now more than 1 month. 10 minutes to go. Qatar is up by 2. Let's see who's going to win it. And of course, you stay with us for the Clásico between Arabi and Rayan. A game of tremendous importance. Arabi wants to continue staying at the top, and Rayan wants to stay alive in the hunt for the 4th place. Qatar club will have the first possession of the last quarter with Lee. A screen from Badr. Bracy attacks, but he cannot finish. This is a sprint from Mitchell, and the foul from Lee, I think. It's a push foul from our referee, Nabil Al-Somali, with Khalid Al-Khibabi and Walid Saeed are officiating the game. Excellent refereeing. Beresvili, Bracy always open. Now Beresvili attack the closeout. Mitchell over Lee. Difficult to score because it's not the spot shoot that he can make. And Lee has the ball for Qatar club to try to stop. Kian Post keeps the ball alive. Naif. He has Chichanze. He's giving the ball inside. All the defense of SHAMAL is inside. The foul from Mitchell just 1 second before the end. Qatar club tried to stop a run of defeats after they won 4. They count 6 defeats in a row. Lee tries to score. Rebound for Mitchell. He runs with Kosar, the three-pointer, in and in. 8 points for Kosar. This is his job. Eight defeats in a row for SHAMAL. I apologize. They try to stop this, but with the shooting of Kosar, they're down by 1. They started with a 4-2 record. Now there are 4-10. Lee with Kosar. Excellent dribbling, but the defense of George is helping SHAMAL. The foul from number 1, from Lee. Third foul. 8:22 to go. Chichanze. He sees the ball on the weak side. The block, the foul from post. And the technical foul for the Canadian. 2 free throws and technical foul for number 1, which is his 4th foul. And now it's a big trouble for Qatar club. The best player today, he has 4 fouls, and we have 8 minutes to go. SHAMAL will shoot 3 free throws. Beresvili will miss the free throw for the technical foul. Mitchell misses the first free throw. Misses another free throw. Mitchell is 2 free throws, 2 for 7. Post gives back the lead for Qatar club. Missing free throws from Mitchell gave the chance for Qatar to return. Chichanze with Faris. A lot of checking. Excellent move for Chichanze, who is taking over scoring. Bracy with Beresvili. Bracy cannot score, and now 3 against 2. Faris with the best shooter of his team. No, they cannot score. Faris will take also the offensive rebound. And SHAMAL will have the chance to increase the lead with Chichanze. Passing to Mitchell. Excellent ball movement. Faris attacks everybody. Post is there. Take the defense-ended rebound. Defensive foul, and Lee is out of the game. Tremendous defensive play from George Chichanze. Technical foul to the bench of Qatar club. And this is where it looks like SHAMAL controls totally the game without the best player. Qatar club is not as deep to cover the 26 points of Lee and his defense. One free throw now, and the ball with SHAMAL. This is Beresvili will make the free throw. And it's 73-71 with SHAMAL has the chance to attack Qatar club. And the defense will be much different without number one, Jonathan Lee, who has scored 26 points and he's out in only 3 minutes in this quarter. He made he conducted 3 fouls in more than 2-3 minutes. If he has 1 technical and 1 attacking foul in 30 seconds. Naif. Now SHAMAL feels better for their defense. Bader. The foul from Mitchell. It's a foul on the side or free throws. Free throws. 4th foul for Mitchell. This is problem for Coach Hassad. He has 3 for Chichanze and 3 for Amara. No, it's not free throws. It's on the side. The press cleared their decision. Naif. 5 seconds. Bader over Mitchell. The rebound for Chichanze. They can spread their defense more. The foul from Bader, and which is free throws anyhow. Qatar club has 6 team fouls, I think. It's free throws for SHAMAL with Mitchell. Mitchell, who has 2 for 7, now he's 3 for 8. And another free throw. 4-point lead. This is the biggest lead for SHAMAL after the 3rd quarter. And now, of course, as we said, the defense will be much, much different. Without Lee, they can pressure post in the post, and Davis. Naif saves the possession and scores with another good play. The bench of Qatar club is doing the best they can. Let's see if they're doing enough. They can beat the champions. Beresvili. Now, also the defense of Qatar club without Lee is totally different. They are shorter. They are not as strong or agile. And the turnover from Chichanze. Mitchell. And it's a foul and the technical. So it's 4 fouls for him. Let's see first of all if Mitchell is okay. He fell hard. He jumped very high and he collided with Kevin Bracey, who has his technical. Sorry. We have a timeout, so it's good to see how now the numbers are reflecting this game. With SHAMAL taking full control after the 5th foul of Lee. And they will have 2 free throws with Mitchell after the timeout. So what has changed is that SHAMAL is playing more aggressive, so they jump with the 6 more free throws. They draw more fouls and they send Lee already on the bench, and 4 fouls for Bader and 4 for Bracey. They play more aggressive in this quarter on the offensive end, and this is what makes the difference On the other hand, Qatar club played a little sloppy on the defense. And free throws for Mitchell. First for Beresvili, there is one technical foul and then the foul. Beresvili will shoot the technical foul. And will make it. And now 2 free throws for Mitchell. Mitchell will make the free throw, extends the lead to 6, and it can extend to 7. The biggest lead of the game for SHAMAL was 9. And this is a 7-point lead, 73-80. Let's see if Qatar can regroup themselves, playing without their point guard, without their best player today. And in most games, it's crucial to missing your point guard. Naif attacks and will score. Naif has scored 4 points after the absence of Lee. This is what SHAMAL is giving. This is Coach Hassad gives directions to his team. Mitchell and one against Naif. Now everything will go for SHAMAL. They have found their rhythm. They know how to do. They know how to read the mismatches. So I'm the smartest team you have in Qatar. Tremendous experience. The rebound for Bracy. He was a little bit distracted. Badr, Naif, wants to attack Mitchell. He will. 6 points in a row for Naif. He keeps Qatar club alive. Taking advantage. He reads excellent the defense, taking advantage of the focus on Kevin Bracy and Keanu Post. Beresvili, excellent ball movement. Amara inside. Nice pass from Tuchanze. Now they can play their basketball. It's a team that likes to share the ball. "15 seconds more for Qatar. They're down by 7. They have posted inside Davis, Kevin Bracy, sorry. Goes strong to the basket. He has 13 points. Naif, excellent help defense from the weak side. He has done a tremendous job today. He tried to do everything to cover the absence of his starting point guard. Post cannot score. Takes the offensive rebound. Badr inside, and Post is there again. Post, Amara is beating him. There are rebound for Badr. Kevin Bracy. The ball goes out from the legs of Bracy. Another turnover. Beresvili, he's open for 3. He misses. Today, Misa Beresvili has focused more on defense on Bracy. Bracy against all the defense. Excellent basket. And timeout for Coach Kasak. He doesn't want Qatar club to reach furthermore, even if they're playing without Lee. He shows that his players are a little sloppy on the defense, which gave them the 7-point lead. And they're not attacking like they did in the first 7-8 minutes of the second quarter. the difference, and that what is giving so far SHAMAL the lead are the 5 more turnovers. Qatar has 5 turnovers, 10 turnovers for SHAMAL, 4 turnovers in this quarter for Qatar club, and also they are in the first 3 minutes they're already over the limit. This tells a big part of the story. Rebounding still goes to Qatar club with a 6 rebound edge. 3-pointers. Now SHAMAL has shot 2 2-pointers, more than 3-pointers. Still, it's a 3-pointing team. Qatar club tries to go inside. 48 2-pointers and 20 3-pointers. 40%. It's a very good percent. That's 9% of free throws. They are now 9 of 10 free throws for Qatar club. 14 to 21 for SHAMAL. 66% for such an experienced team. This is, let's say, not much expected. It's a 3-point advantage for SHAMAL, but they will have the ball. I think Coach Hassad called this timeout to ring the bell to his players, since they felt very relaxed that Qatar club will give up without their top scorer and point guard, Jonathan Lee. But Qatar was naive, and Bracey came back. Mitchell, they spread the floor. He wants to attack. The ball in the corner. Chance attacks Bracey. Nice basket for Chance. He stops, and this is his 4th foul. But they're still, now they're in the limit. 4 fouls for Chance and for SHAMAL. No free throws. This is what the referee says to Qatar club. .156 to go. Every possession is gold right now. Bracey, he will not shoot. Tremendous defense from Berisvili. Post against Amara. Post try to attack Amara. Bader is there to take the possession, but he goes out with the ball. Excellent defense from Amara. He's schooling the young Canadian inside the post. He has stopped him 2 times. If SHAMAL will score in this possession, they can feel secure about their victory. Let's see what Mitchell will do. Passes the ball to Kosar. Amara. 9 seconds. Chichanze tries to see his options. Amara over Bader. The good defense, but Mitchell cannot score. He has the chance to finish the game. And now Bracey. He cannot score. Another good defense from Amara. But Qatar club keeps the possession, and the 5th foul for Chichanze. 2 free throws for Bracey and 5th foul for Chichanze. This is 1 minute to go. Can be a factor. But let's not forget for SHAMAL, they have also Aaron Mitchell, another point guard. They're experienced. Chichanze with 2 quick fouls. Bracey with 15 points. That's the lead to 4. It's still 2 basket game. Or 2 possessions, we say. We'll miss the second, and it's a 4-point game. Again, SHAMAL has full control. Mitchell pass, but Bader deflects. So in a touch that just changed the course. Mitchell attacks everybody. And one for Mitchell, who can finish the game. This is what Aaron Mitchell, he spread the court and he attacked. And one. A 6-point lead can go 7. This is what experience and quality give to SHAMAL. The champions find a way. Looks like they'll find a way to escape another close game. missed the free throw. Berisvili try to keep the possession. Timeout for Qatar Club. They have 43 seconds to go. There is still 2-basket game with a missed free throw. There is still chance for Qatar Club, but the chances are slim. They need to score. So far, SHAMAL is playing very smart defense. And the scorers for the game for SHAMAL, it's 25 for Mitchell, MVP, with 7 rebounds and 2 assists. 15 for Berisvili, 7 rebounds, but he has done excellent job on Kevin Bracey, and vice versa, because also Bracey has done an excellent job on Berisvili. So they neutralized each other. 17 points for Amara. He is the hidden MVP. He covered for Emir Mujkic, scoring 17 points with 3 rebounds. On scoring side, he did it on the rebounds, but also Amara played great defense on Keanu Post. Keanu Post has only 10 points, but 16 rebounds and 5 assists. 17 points for Abdallah. We go to Qatar Club. We forgot only Faris 2 points, and 17 points for Chance. Now for Qatar Club, Bracey 16. Good defense on Berisvili. 3 for Badr. 14 for Mohamed Naifakra. 17 for Abdallah. 10 with 16 rebounds for Keanu Post. And Jonathan Lee, he got fouled out in the 32nd minute of the game. So Qatar Club tries to survive without him. Aaron Mitchell has done everything to keep SHAMAL in the hunt for the first position of the league. This is what they're doing, and they will expect the game of Arabi Rayyan, who follows this one, to see how their chances are. Qatar Club will try to score, but Berisvili is not allowing Bracey to do anything. Long 2-pointer. Badr is there to save the ball. And Mitchell is saving not only the game and his defense, he is the MVP. And SHAMAL goes to another victory. 9th loss, defeat in a row for Qatar Club, who played again an excellent game, but they didn't have the depth to cover with the loss of Jonathan Lee. And against the champions, it's always different. This is the end. SHAMAL is winning 88-82. Stay with us. Comes the classic of Qatar basketball, Arabi versus Rayyan.